location, then I'll be right there. Let me come check you, my baby. No time, no. You send me the location.
Welcome back to the channel. So it's going to be a little bit different today, but you guys have seen by the title by now. And if you have not yet visited my family vlogging channel, you can go ahead and do so. It's all probably already been announced. Yes, if it hasn't yet, then this will be the first channel it's being announced on. Yes, guys, we are currently pregnant. Oh my God. Yeah. So I actually came to give you guys my signs and symptoms of pregnancy within my first trimester, as I am in my first trimester when you are seeing this. Yes. So I just wanted to come and give you guys the sign and symptoms because it's been crazy. And for those that not know, I'm starting all over. I'm starting all over. So this baby thing is new to me. It's been almost 13 years since I've had a little one. So this is all new, and it's totally different from when I had my youngest one. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, so I just jot some notes down on my phone, so I'm gonna go through it as I talk about it. Yeah. And so we are going to have a little bit of a series of pregnancy updates and stuff like that. Let me know what type of videos you guys would like during my pregnancy to see, whether it's morning routine and stuff like that, morning pregnancy routine, packing my hospital bag when the time comes for that, my first doctor's appointment, all that good stuff, our first ultrasound. I'm sure I will probably try to vlog or show you guys that. And if it's not on this channel, make sure to check out our family channel as well. Yeah, so definitely. But let's get into these signs and symptoms of pregnancy, guys. And so far things have been certainly different. Okay, so the first sign that I felt that, okay, let's start it off. How I found out I was pregnant. Literally, my cycle, and for most people, like my PMS kind of gets to me sometimes. Yeah, so it kind of gets to me at times. I also have fibroids, for those that don't know. It's in the family. My mom had it, my other sister had it. I'm not sure if my other two previous sisters have it. And yeah, all I know, it runs in my family. So yeah, but it causes severe pain during your, a little bit of a TMI during your period. So they can be very painful, up to the point where you are sick, you're vomiting and all that stuff. It's a horrible feeling, because before I actually had that, I never had pains during my cycle, which was amazing to have a period and not have pain, even though I still hated having my monthly. But anyways, so I was waiting and my body just started feeling weird. But my body, usually around the time when I'm about to have my menstrual, I get more tired, because I'm also anemic too as well, guys. Yes, so I'm anemic, so low iron, which caused me to have very dark circle under my eyes, tired, like sleeping is just consistent, just crazy, just not in the mood. And the worst is when winter comes. And for those that don't know, I do live in Canada, so when the cold season comes, it's a struggle for me. But oh, let me turn off this. But yeah, so anyways, how I knew, just before my period, I missed my period, I've been having this symptoms that I usually have during my period is like the tender boobs. Sometimes I get nauseated, I get headaches, I'm tired, like, and I get some cravings. So whether I'm craving like chocolate bars and stuff like that, and yeah, and I get mood swings. yeah, the mood swings of PMSing is, oh, sometimes. And that's how I always know, like I could always feel it. And like my boobs them just get huge. They're engorged for the first like about, I think maybe about like a week before my period. I could generally start, my boobs them start getting big, and they're getting very tender. They're sensitive even to wear a bra, anything. Like I don't want nothing touching them. So that's how I feel, and I just felt nauseous, like extremely nauseous, not feeling good at all, having headaches. But then what I realized was different this month. Like I started having like vivid dream. I'm usually a person that gets cold, but this time I was like extra hot. I was extra hot, and like my breast tenderness was a little bit off. And I look at my boobs, I was like, whoa, they're usually big when my menstruals come in, but these are extremely big. So that was one of the symptoms that I noticed that I had that was a little bit different. And I was like, okay, let me go and get a test. And so I ended up getting a test, and I was like, I'll wait a couple more days. So I waited actually a week. I waited a week before I actually test. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I got up and I had my first morning pill, my first morning urine, which I had actually tested on one of those smaller strips, pregnancy test strips that I had for a while ago. I tested on one of those, but then after I tested, I realized that there was a faint line. But within that faint line, yeah, I had one of those pregnancy tests that had like the really faint, the tiny strips one, that you could actually buy off Amazon. So, when I realized, after I took the pregnancy test, that one, I realized there was a line. I was like, oh, there's a faint line. But then, did you know when I actually looked on the package, it was expired? So I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, good thing I bought a brand new one. So I had a backup. So your girl decided to, it's a good thing I didn't throw away my urine. So I used that and I test, and that thing came up bright. I was like, dang. I was like, how many weeks am I? Because my cycle is a little bit off. Sometimes I can go 50 days without having a cycle, and other times it's usually within like the 30-40 range days of till I get my cycle. So when me not getting it, and I was like, no, because sometimes I just didn't think nothing of it. I just know like my body felt off, and certain things like I was craving, and I dreamed about fish. And usually my culture are the Caribbean. I'm from Jamaica, for those that did not know. Yeah, so usually in my culture, they say when you dream about fish, that means you're pregnant or somebody in your family is pregnant. And then I kept having a dream. First, I started dreaming about a baby girl, and then I started having a dream about a baby boy. So it was really crazy. Sorry guys, I got interrupted. I had a little bit of a phone call. So yeah, so like I was saying, when I pregnancy test, it was bright. When I mean it came up automatically like that, and I was like, dang. I was like, okay, so this is really happening. So, but you know, I didn't say anything to my hubby because I definitely wanted to surprise him. So I will either put the video, a little clip of it here. If you want to watch the whole video, go to my family channel, which is the Williams fam, and you can go and see the vlog of me actually going to get the pregnancy test, doing the test, and then surprising him. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what ended up happening. So like I said, some of the symptoms that I had was tiredness. Yeah, so, and this, guys, was literally, so it was tiredness, nausea, vivid dreams. And it's so crazy because it was like vivid dreams, crazy dreams were like crazy ass people's running me down, trying to kill me. I'm running off a cliff. There were some crazy dreams, crazy sexual dreams. Like, I was like, man, it's so crazy about the things that they say, that little signs and symptoms before you're pregnant. And I have a very high smell tolerance. So if you have bad BO without me being pregnant, I could smell that from a mile away. So now my kids, my kids and my husband are like, your sense of smell is even more heightened, worse than a dog's one. Yeah, and that's the other thing, my sense of smell, like I could smell things from a mile away. My hearing is even spiffier than before. I don't know. There are certain symptoms. I don't know if anybody else have experienced that, but let me know when it comes to like your hearing, if you hear things even more. Like, I've always had a good hearing and I can hear things from far, but now it's even worse. So, you know, the kids have made fun of me of that, being extra hot. Like, I'm just hot. And like I said, breasts started hurting, tenderness, engorge, looking big, craving. I will do another video on cravings as I get further along in my trimesters. But one of my craziest cravings so far is ice cream and fries. So, but it's a particular ice cream and fries. It's actually McDonald's McFlurry, which is the Smarties McFlurries with a large fry. That has been my ultimate craving that I've been having, and I eat the both of them at the same time. So that's been the craziest thing. Getting up and going to the bathroom frequently, that's like a regular thing. I find that my feet started, like, if I'm standing up too long, I feel maybe my feet's already swelling a little bit. So that is something that I've realized, because I stand for long periods of time working, so more than 8 to 12 hours on my feet some days. So that's another thing. Gassy, boy, the gas is real out here. And I don't mean gas as in you buying gas. I mean gas as you letting it rip. It is bad and embarrassing. But the good thing, it mostly happens at like nighttime. So it's just my husband has to deal with that. Nobody else. Well, except for when the kids them coming around me at times. But yeah, that's another thing. And mood swing kind of started. And the emotion, I've been very emotional, very much emotional. Well, I'm still grieving my mother. So like, even me finding out that I'm pregnant, like, you know, and she's not here, and she would have been the first one to be called even before like my husband found out. She would have known the same day I took the test. I would have ended up calling her. I would be like, Mom, you're getting a grandbaby. Because literally the last thing she said to me before she passed was, you know, Shan, hurry up, when are you gonna give me another grandbaby? You know, Mom loves babies, so do I. I don't know, but my family has a thing about babies. We love them, whether it's ours or anybody's. We have a thing about babies and just kids in general. We have. So, and the other thing is dry heaving. So it's like dry heaving, for those that know and don't know, you know, you feel like you want to vomit. It's like there, but it's not coming up. And been throwing up in my mouth sometimes. Oh, it's so gross. So that was like another thing. And actually vomiting, that's another thing. Forgetting things. I am a person, my husband, down to my brother-in-law, they call me a walking calendar. Because anytime like they don't remember anything, especially like my husband, like he was like, okay, do you remember, was it nights or days I worked that day, are like asking me his siblings them birthday or anything like that, or whether it's their anniversary. I know the date. Like sometimes I could tell him the exact color, whatever they were wearing. Like it's just down to the T, whether it was sunny, not sunny. I've always have that sharp type of memory. So he's always, but now my brain is coming, like I have like brain farts every minute. I've been doing something 1 minute and then I was like, oh shit, what was I doing again? So I am very much forgetful now, and I don't like that because it kind of feels like I have Alzheimer's. And well, it feels like it's a start to having Alzheimer's. I don't like the, you know, being able to forget things, because they always say once your mind is the most important thing you have. So like once it's gone, I don't like the feeling. Shooting pains that goes down to your vajayjay. Holy moly, the shooting pain that I get, that just go right down to your kuka. Ooh. So that is another pain that I get. An extreme hunger. I've been getting up at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, hungrier than a dog. I've gotten up and I've woken up my husband in the middle of the night. I've gotten up at like 3-4 o'clock and I was like, I'm hungry, and he's like, go back to bed. I remember before we even found out like I was pregnant, I got up. I remember one night him coming home because he was out. He went out and played pool and stuff like that. And I remember telling him, like, I'm hungry. And he's like, do you know what time it is? He's like, go to your bed. But I'm like, I'm starving. I'm like, don't you hear my stomach? And my stomach is like barking at him. So that is like literally another crazy symptoms. And what I can also say is ligament pains. I'm getting a lot of that in my lower abdomen, and the pain, like the muscle contract pains, I've been getting a lot of that as well. So that's another like signs and symptoms that I have found so far within this pregnancy and my morning sickness. I find that not even what helps. What I had to do is have orange peels by my bed so I could smell it, so it helps with my nausea, and water, or I have water with lemon and ginger like squeezed into it to also help me. I always have to have water by my bed and crackers by my bed as well. So those are like my main thing. And thank God I love my ginger tea, because that's what's been helping me right now with my sickness. I realized I can't go too long without eating. So at one point I was eating like crazy, and then my eating started to slow down. So that's another like crazy thing that has been happening so far. But yes guys, that is it for my signs and symptoms of me finding out that I am pregnant. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and what are some of your crazy signs and symptoms of you suspecting or feeling that you're pregnant. Has there been anything like out of the ordinary that you find is so weird? If you've been pregnant before to this pregnancy, yeah, definitely let's get in the comments and have a girly discussion on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm excited for you guys to come along on this journey with me. So yeah, definitely let me know what type of videos you guys would like to see on. Would you like weekly pregnancy updates or monthly? I think maybe monthly pregnancy updates would probably be better, but let me know what you guys would like to see. And definitely I going to go have a shopping haul and all that stuff coming for you guys. Our doctor's visits and stuff like that, all of that stuff will definitely be coming out. I've recorded all those, I just haven't had time to edit any of those stuff. But yeah, definitely let me know what type of stuff you guys would like to see for this pregnancy journey. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this journey, so you're getting a little bit into my world differently from seeing me on my family channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.
Tell you over talk and over dress and over sleep with no one to elevate them, feel them alone for do it big.